Hey, love bugs. We're going to talk about how to overcome a fearful mindset with love. Love is the most powerful thing in the world, and it is the second highest vibration next to peace. It's peace, then love. And when you bring love into the equation, it falls into peace. Fear creates an injustice environment in the world we live in now because the media, the people we're around, the situations we're around, and life is full of ups and downs. So you're never going to escape fear, but you can deal with it and not let it get to you, not let it affect you. Almost all of us are living in fear, and we continue to dig a deeper hole into hell rather than digging a hole to make it to heaven. We create our heaven, we create our hell here on earth. So let's talk about what the definition of fear is. Fear means the unpleasant emotion that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain. The news is constantly full of negativity, making us as people scared. You hardly ever hear anything good on the news. I don't watch the news anymore. If I do find something out, I'll find it out. I'm on social media, but I don't want to keep up to date on the news because it's very negative, very low vibrational, and very uncomfortable. So I want to go over some points and talk a little bit about fear and what it is. Also, a lot of this information I got from the book called The Mastery of Love. I'm going to put it somewhere so you guys can see. It is an amazing book. Fear is full of expectation. We expect certain things to happen. We expect certain things to go certain ways. And when they don't, we create suffering for ourselves because we tend to get irritated. We get frustrated. We have self-pity, guilt, blame, all these negative emotions. We might even blame other people for the outcome. If there's an outcome that happens that we did not want to happen and that does not benefit us, we might blame others or we're blaming ourselves. And this causes more fearfulness, more suffering. We're looking more into the dark side of things rather than the light. Fear is full of obligations. When we are obligated to do something and we don't do it, this causes resistance. And with obligations, we need to get things done. We all have responsibilities. And when we do not fulfill these responsibilities, it creates resistance. And we create suffering for ourselves in the midst of this resistance. Fear doesn't have respect. It doesn't have respect for you. It doesn't have respect for me. And what do I mean by that is when you feel sorry for yourself, or you feel sorry for someone, or you feel sorry for something, you are not having respect, because there's a fine line between looking at the situation, looking at the person, or looking at yourself and being like, damn, I am going through this, but I'm going to get through it and it's okay. Rather than, damn, I feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for this person. I feel sorry for the situation. It is a lack of respect because you are basically saying that you, the person, or the situation has no hope. This goes into playing the self-pity game. We blame ourselves, we blame others, we judge ourselves, we judge others. Next, fear is unkind. Fear is jealous. Fear is envious, malicious, betrayal, anger, playing victim. These are all surrounding fear. Fear is full of conditions. Oh, I'll love you if this. I'll love you if that. I'll do this if you do that. We put people and things in a box. We label them a certain way. And if they don't meet our expectations, it's like, what the hell with them? Next, fear avoids responsibility. When we don't take care of our responsibilities, it can create its consequences. And of course, if you don't take care of your responsibilities, it creates a negative outcome. And when we don't take care of our responsibilities, This is because we fear that we can't handle it, or we can't do it, or we're not good enough. We hurt ourselves by creating a barrier to protect ourselves from emotional pain, when in actuality, this is creating more pain, more suffering. We are not trying to fix the problem. We are not replacing the problem with something positive, with a solution. Instead, we keep dabbling into the negative aspects. And I know it can be hard when certain situations happen in your life or certain things that you just can't control. It can cause fear because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's on the other side. You might not know if you can handle it, but you can. Fear is full of control. Now, when we're in relationships, whether this is platonic or romantic, a lot of us like to control the other person. We control how they feel, how they do things, what we feel is best for them. Now, it's okay to look out for somebody, but it is not your choice to control somebody and force somebody to be a certain way and act a certain way. You have to let people be themselves and make the choices and make the decisions that they need to make and learn their lessons. Everyone operates different, everybody thinks differently. We might have a lot of the same aspects, a lot of the same hobbies, a lot of the similar ways of thinking, but at the end of the day, everybody is their own individual person. Everybody has their own personal perception. Fear is also full of pretending. We pretend to be something we're not just so we can be accepted by others, be accepted by society. And we tend to live in a lie because we're scared to be ourselves. Oh, what if I don't get accepted by mom or dad? What if I don't get accepted by my friends? What if my job? What if they don't like me? It creates a snowball of negativity, of negative effects and suffering for yourself because your soul is not coming from an authentic place. Your soul isn't able to fully thrive in its full being because it's being covered with so much lies, so many masks. And a lot of this can come with our innocence being stripped away as a young child. Now, for me personally, when I get really comfortable, I like to talk. And when I was little, I really, would just talk. And I had my own opinions and things like that. But I noticed that it wasn't always accepted. And I noticed as I got older, I stopped voicing my opinion as much. I tried to even be someone that I wasn't. I felt like if I was one way, maybe I'll be accepted, maybe I'll be seen, maybe I'll be heard. But I wasn't truly happy. I was living in the state of fear. Fear keeps us away from our true essence, which is love and acceptance. You are accepted. You are love. It is natural in your being. It is in your soul. Your soul is love. Your soul is acceptance. So letting the outside world put negativity and fear and scarcity. Now we're going to talk about how to overcome the fear. Now, like I said earlier, we're human, so we're going to still have these negative thoughts. We're still going to have negative emotions. We're still going to have fear come up, but we have to build an awareness so that when these things come up, we tell ourselves, I am not my thoughts. These are not my emotions. I'm full of love and acceptance, and start to replace these negative emotions and these negative thoughts with positive ones, positive affirmations, solutions. Focus on the good. Focus on things that you want to happen. Focus on something that would be a solution rather than continuing to worry and ponder on what is happening that is not in your best interest, or that's happening that is not making you happy. We have to realize that whatever we give power to expands. Love has no obligations. Love has no restrictions. Love has no expectations. Love is built on respect. Love is kind. Love is generous. Love is unconditional. Love is justice. Love is selflessness. When we have obligations and things we need to take care of, even if sometimes we don't see the obligations as fun or positive, we can switch that to something positive by saying, okay, I'm able to do this. This is something that I'm experiencing. I get to experience this. Instead of trying to control the situation or force things to work, we need to realize that we can't control everything and we have to let it be and know that it's for our best interest. We need to pour back into ourselves, give ourselves grace, give ourselves peace. The only thing that we can control is how we react to things. If you cannot control an outcome, you can always control how you react. I remember one day I was at work and there was this older man, and this man got into it with this woman, and she was coming at him in a very negative way. And I asked him later if he was okay, and he was like, I'm okay. I can only be responsible for me. And that really stuck with me. Like, you are responsible for how you react to the situation. And if he let her get to him, it would fuck up his vibes. It would fuck up his energy. It would just affect him in a negative way, and his whole day would be shitty. It's important that we take responsibility for our actions, for our emotions, letting go of expectations. It's okay to have an idea or a goal set of something, or where you want to be, or how you want something to play out. But don't hold on to what you feel it needs to be like exactly. Just let go. Let it happen, and just know that whatever the outcome is going to be in your best interest for your highest good. Having respect for ourselves and having respect for others, not feeling the self-pity. Understanding that everyone walks their own path and it has nothing to do with you. Not taking things so personally. Everyone is who they are in different situations, and you have to accept that. Having unconditional love for ourselves and others. I know it can be hard to have unconditional love. It'll bring peace for you. It'll help you find inner peace. Love people for who they are no matter what they do, and send them love and wish them the best. Being able to see a situation and see a person without judgment. You being capable is enough power. Letting yourself be who you are and letting others be who they are, and just being that safe space. Always feeling the need to be perfect or for things to be perfect is doing a disservice for ourselves, because nothing is perfect. There's going to be bad and there's going to be good. There's going to be insecurities. There's going to be issues. There's going to be imperfections, and that's okay. We are perfectly imperfect. And when we put this mindset of perfection in our brains, we are trying to hold ourselves accountable for something that doesn't exist. And we continuously put ourselves in this loop of unworthiness and unhappiness and not feeling like we're going to be accepted. There was a message in the Mastery of Love where he talks about, think of yourself as a market. You want to sell yourself. You want to sell the quality. And the quality is who you truly are, your authentic self. And to be able to sell yourself, the market, you have to be your authentic self. You have to show your quality to its fullest potential to get other people to buy from the market. You don't have to change who you are to feel validated. You are already validated by just being who you are. A lot of us operate in the state of fear because we want to be accepted by others, and we fear that if we're not being our true authentic self, we won't get accepted. We need to reach the expectations of society and what other people are doing and how other people are to feel validated, to feel like we can be seen and heard. But it creates suffering for us because we're not being true to ourselves. When you reject yourself, and this causes suffering, Instead of rejecting yourself, accept yourself, love on yourself. Because let's say you don't like something about yourself. So you're in a relationship, and in the back of your mind, you're thinking to yourself, how is this person even going to love me? How are they going to accept me if I don't even accept myself? And it creates this tension, it creates this resistance to fully accept and receive the love. You cannot properly accept things, you cannot properly accept the good because in your mind, that is not possible. I went to college for about 2 years, and I was so excited that I got into my dream university. And I went there for 1 year after my 1 year in community college. And college was fun as fuck, but it wasn't what I wanted to really do. And my major was communications. I love media. I like content creating. I love photos. And I realized that I could do a lot of these things and make money without going to school and paying all the money and wasting my time. But I felt inside of me that I needed to go to college because it was the norm. And if I didn't go to college, I was going to be looked down on by my family or my friends. Oh, she didn't graduate. Oh, she didn't finish school. And it made me feel like I needed to do school to feel validated, to feel accepted, to feel appreciated, to feel seen, to feel like I was going to be in a place that I needed to be in. And I looked within myself and I was like, no, I'm not happy. I know that what I want to do, I don't need to do school. I don't need to go to school to feel validated, to feel like I'm up there. Tapping into what feels right for me, not for anybody else. When you're just in a state of fear, it is because you are scared of the unknown. And it's good to embrace the unknown. The unknown opens doors to possibilities. Eventually, you're going to get there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.